Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Dushyant Reddy. I'm here to explain you with a new topic called as polarography. Okay, let us see how exactly it is and what you generally study in polarography. So here you analyze the electro-reducible species present in a solution both by qualitative and quantitative method without isolation. That means the fundamental aspects in this analysis is you analyze a qualitative as well as a quantitative fashion both organic and inorganic components in a solution without separation of them. That fundamental is called as polarography. That means you are identifying the electro-reducible species both organic and inorganic forms in a solution, both qualitative and quantitative parameters of that, so that characteristics what you are analyzing without separating them in a solution is the fundamental principle in polarography. Let us see what exactly happens in this instrumentation part. Is you have two electrodes. One is your dropping mercury electrode. Generally it is not this much big. It is capillary in size, that's why it is called as dropping mercury electrode. Sometimes it is also called as capillary electrode. So this electrode is act as cathode. So let me change the size and everything. Yeah, here again I am changing the size. So assume it is a capillary. So it is with a reservoir. The reservoir is with your mercury. So why we are using capillary and everything you will see in the explanation part. And you have one more, it's called as reference electrode. That is again it is a calomel electrode. This is calomel. Now what exactly we do in polarography is we apply a negative voltage. It is negative voltage onto the system, whereby we analyze the electro-reducible species present in the solution that is attracted towards your, that is dropping mercury electrode, that is your cathode, that is electro-reducible species you analyze. This fundamental technique is called as your polarography. So here you can also call the polarography, you can also term it as amperometry. What do you mean by amperometry? That means whenever you apply a negative voltage onto a system, whenever it attracts some amount of electro-reducible species towards the mercury cathode, what happens? There is change in certain amount of current on the system that is absorbed in terms of amperes. That's why the polarographic analysis is also called as amperometry. So this is also one more fundamental you need to understand before going into the polarography techniques. Now whatever the current voltage graph you generate in your in your polarographic analysis is called as polarogram. It is very simpler. If you are doing chromatography, you will call as a chromatogram. When you are doing in some different thing, you have different one. Here you are using polarography, so you call it as a polarogram. Let us see what exactly the current and voltage graph shows you. So this is your that is I, that is current, and that is the voltage applied. If you plot you have a graph. That graph exactly shows you this fashion, and this fashion up to this point it contains both residual current and migration current, and the point of inflection, that is where there is sudden shoot, this is called as half wave potential. And this half wave potential is a characteristic of your analyte of interest. So this is your qualitative aspect. This is the quality part of your pologram, and the amount of diffusion current that you study in the polarigram, this diffusion current is proportional to the total amount of quantity of substance to be analyzed. So this is your quantitative aspects of your analysis. So here you are studying both qualitative aspects, half wave potential. If you compare the half wave potential with your standard value, you will get the half wave potential of that analyte. And quantitative depends upon the diffusion current. So based upon these parameters, you observe both qualitative and quantitative aspects of both organic and inorganic components, both qualitatively and quantitatively, without separating them. The such type of technique is called as polarography. Sometimes you can even call it as amperometry, because we are studying only the I value, that is ampere, that is the change in current upon to the applied voltage due to diffusion of electroreducible ions from the bulk to the electrode. This is the fundamental information you get in polarography. Okay. Now what exactly we read in polarography is, you simply remember that formula called as R, M, S, D, L. What do you generally call as RMSD? Root mean square deviation limits. So this is the fundamental thing. Here you circle your S value. So now what is R? What we study in polarography is RMDL. This is the mnemonic to remember your study. R is your residual current. So this is very simple part. And M is your migration current, and D is your diffusion current, and L is your limiting current. So what do you mean by limiting current is, beyond this point you do not have any diffusion of electroreducible ions from your bulk to your surface of your dropping mercury cathode. This is the fundamental. And diffusion current is the quantity of electroreducible ions that migrate from the bulk of the solution towards the surface of your dropping mercury electrode. And residual current, this is because of your sometimes impurities as well as, that is, Hallmark's double layer. So why we use Hallmark's double layer is, in a solution you add some electrolyte, suppose KCl or anything, which prevents the migration of cations from the solution towards your cathode. So that type of current what you get because of migration of cathodes onto the dropping mercury electrodes is your residual current. So the residual current contains two things. One is your Fermi current. The Fermi current is because of your impurities. The other one is your residual current is because of your migration of your cathodes onto the surface. Then migration current. These migration currents are generally negligible. However, these values have some importance when you do not add the another electrolyte, suppose KCl or gelatin. So when you add this KCl or gelatin, the migration current, that is migration of your cations onto the surface of the electrode, is minimized by this. And diffusion current, I already told you, this is the diffusion of electroreducible ions from the surface from the bulk to the surface of your electrode. And L is your limiting current. This is the fundamental information. So the whole polarography is explained by Ilkovic equation. That is Ilkovic equation. So in this equation, so again I'll tell you how to remember this equation also, very simple. So here I am simply remembering the equation, that is Ilkovic equation. So here the total equation again I will write in the large value, that is ID is equal to 607 into N into C into D M and T. Here D stands for 1 by 2 and 2 by 3 and 1 by 6. So now how to remember this equation is, you assume that you are doing an e-cart purchase, that is purchasing from Flipkart or any Amazon, that is the item delivery, that is ID, on cash on delivery, that is N as on cash on delivery. Now you are to test the material of supply, that is M and T. This is a fundamental mnemonic to remember the polarography, that is item delivered on cash on delivery and the material to be tested. This is the fundamental equation, and 607 however you need to remember. Now here is the equation which tell you ID is your diffusion current, N is the number of moles of electrons transfer between reducing substances, C is the concentration in millimoles per liter, and D is your diffusion current, that is in centimeter square, and that is M is again your weight of mercury drop, that is mg per second, and that is again T is your number of T stands for, let me check, drop time, that is number drop time of mercury, that is 227, that is fixed, that is drop time. Now what happens here is this is your equation. However, we will have one more equation, that is E is equal to E naught minus 0.059 into logarithm of ID minus I by I. This is a fundamental equation, that is again here plus or minus based upon your, this is simply the derivation of Nernst equation. So here E is your applied current, then E naught is your applied voltage, E naught is your half wave potential, that is your diffusion current versus total amount of, that is amperes, which you apply onto the system. This is the fundamental equation based upon which you characterize your analysis. So if you see the general, there are different types of titrations which you generally do in polarography. That depends upon, there are several current versus volume of titrant. If you plot, so the current versus volume of titrant, initially suppose your titrant and titrate both are different. Suppose you have only one species is electroreducible. Suppose let me take an example of lead and sulfate. So I am taking an example of lead and sulfate. So Pb2 plus and SO4 2 minus. I am taking this as an example. Now initially this is my electroreducible species. That means it has some current, but once the all amount of lead is deposited, that is as a lead sulfate, further I do not get any current in the potential of your polarigram. This point at which complete reduction of your I, that is diffusion current, corresponds to your lead 2 plus in the solution. That is only when your titrant is your electroreducible. That is the fundamental titration part. And the next one, let us see one more graph. When you are doing that Cl minus versus Ag, that is you are using some precipitation titration similar to your Fazan's method or Morse or Volhard's method, simple Cl and Ag. Initially your Cl is not electroreducible, but after the completion of your Cl, any excess addition of silver, you will have a change in current, that is due to silver ions. So here the point of inflection is your halfway potential, and this is a value corresponds to your diffusion current in your experiment. This is one more one, and this again there is one more technology, one more terminology called as biamperometry. So the term biamperometry corresponds to when you see certain titration, that is Carl Fisher titrations, the term applied for the biamperometry term is applied for Carl Fisher titrations. However, our matter of interest is not Carl Fisher titration, so we will see this part in another lectures. So this is the fundamental information of your polarography, amperometry. And one more thing is the equipment when you use here, it has a capillary of dropping mercury electrode. The reservoir is adjusted in such a way that the drop of mercury is uniform in size and the drop time is also fixed. So once and you have a reference electrode, that is calomel. So once the voltage is applied, that is negative voltage is applied between these two, the change in current is again read by your ammeter or galvanometer. This is the way where you study in your value. So the dropping mercury electrode has some limits of usage. So the dropping mercury electrodes can be used up to a value of plus 0.4 and minus 1.8. So beyond this value, the dropping mercury electrode cannot be used, because if you use less or more than this 0.4 value, the mercury gets dissolves and you will get an anodic current. That means whatever the graph you are getting in this fashion, you will get an anodic current graph, which we are not desirable. So here the value is your value limit. So when beyond the more the negative value than minus 1.8 can also be not applicable onto the instrument, because there is a liberation of hydrogen or in your system, which is also deliberately gives poisoning of your electrodes or disturbance towards your electrodes. Now how you analyze the qualitative aspects is, wherever there is an inflection in the point, that inflection point is your half wave potential. When standard parameters is used in instrumental analysis, so that when all the parameters are fixed with the reference and standard EMF value, the reference standard of EMF value when matched with your sample of interest, such type of analysis is called as qualitative analysis. That means you have an half-wave potential, you compare the half-wave potential from the literature. Such technique is called as qualitative analysis method. So here it completes the introduction of polarography, and it is also called as amperometry. Hope you understand the lecture. If you like, subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you.